Hi guys, Kurt Provost here, your guide to all things NuSkin. It is time for episode number 2 of the Unconventional Product Combinations mini-series. I think I might have to work on that name. It's not the most catchy name in the world. Anyhow, if you missed episode 1, we covered the LumiSpa and how you can use it in conjunction with the 180 face wash. Not as a face wash, but as a face mask, because it's rich in vitamin C. This one is so effective that NuSkin actually commissioned a third-party clinical study on the results using these two products in unison. And the results are awesome. So you can check out that episode right here. I encourage you to do that if you missed it. This episode does not have any clinical studies, and my little disclaimer first off is I am not making any claims about these products here. I am simply sharing what some distributors do out there in the marketplace. And if you choose to do that, you do it at your own risk. All right, now that I've got the don't sue me disclaimer out of the way, let's dive into what the product combination is for this episode. It's a combination of 3 different products that have really stood the test of time on their own. However, when they're used together, they seem to get great results. Now, I stole/borrowed this off the Chinese NuSkin team here in Australia, and I saw that they were mixing up these 3 products to create a mask that they would do a 2-week challenge with. And they would do it every single day, and at the end of the 2 weeks they were showing their porcelain skin, how hydrated, how soft and smooth and just really fine porcelain look that, well, they were aiming for, and it looks amazing. So I mixed it up and I fell in love with it as well, because it's extremely hydrating, the combination of these 3 products, and you'll understand why. Because of the first one, it's Enhancer Skin Conditioning Gel. Now, if you haven't heard of this product, and if you don't have it at your home, you probably should. It's a really useful one to have around because it's extremely healing and soothing for the skin. Very hydrating product. It is an aloe vera product. However, it's not like every other aloe vera product on the market. You see, I had an experience marketing other products, or at least trying to create my own skincare line before. And I was taking a tour through the factory that was going to create this skincare line. This is before I was introduced to NuSkin, but taking a tour through this factory, and they were explaining how, oh yeah, we can put on, whatever natural product you want, all that sort of thing. They said, yeah, we had this product, it was a shampoo, and it's big 1,000-litre vats of this shampoo being created, and it was marketed as an egg shampoo because of an active ingredient within the egg. And so what they would do is they'd crack 1 egg into each one of those vats, and it would mix in, and the part per bottle would be so minuscule as to be irrelevant. However, that bottle had pictures of eggs all over it, and its name was egg shampoo or whatever it was. That's just to give you an idea of how misleading marketing is. It's a joke in this industry. And so a lot of aloe vera gels tend to be something like that. Now, even if they do contain actual aloe vera and a lot of it, usually they've mulched up the entire plant or the entire leaf and chucked it in there, and the active component of that plant is mixed in with all the kind of useless components of the plant as well that aren't necessary to be in there. So the thing that makes Enhancer so powerful as a healing and soothing and hydrating gel, which is great for sunburn, it's great for irritated or itching, peeling skin, it's great for scratches, bites, insect bites, whatever it is, bumps, it just really helps. That's why you want to have it around, particularly if you've got kids. What makes it so effective is that they are only using the juice of the aloe vera plant. It's a very specific plant as well, and they're only using the juice of this plant once it has reached a certain age. I believe the age is 6 years, but don't quote me on that, because that is where the active ingredients are, and that's when the active ingredients are at their highest concentration. So that just gives you an idea of how different this product is compared to the other products out there in the market. And that same principle applies to all of NuSkin products. They don't just create generic products. So that's product number 1. Second one is the Spa Day Creamy Hydrating Mask. Now, this contains a bunch of different hydrating ingredients that are really rich and creamy, as the name suggests. The pine cone extract, there's a mushroom extract, there's a whole bunch of different things within this product. It is an amazing mask on its own, so if you have dry skin, this is going to be your go-to. And in later videos within this series, I'm going to use this mask again because it's great for having around the eye areas when you're doing a little more of an intense mask that will protect the delicate skin of the eye areas and make it much more comfortable for you. And then the last product within this combination is the clay mask. Now this is an alternative to the glacial marine mud mask that we have. You can check out a video about that here. And this is fantastic for absorbing oils, for drawing impurities out of the skin, but it also contains aloe vera. And that is why generally clay masks aren't that great for people with dry skin, because it will have a drying effect on the skin. But because it contains aloe vera and that very active component of aloe vera, I find this incredibly comfortable on the skin, really soothing and even hydrating. Afterwards, I find my skin is really soft and hydrated. It's even more comfortable for my skin type than the glacial marine mud mask, which is really surprising. It usually will work the other way around if you have dry skin. So these are the three products that you're going to be mixing together. In regards to quantities, it's going to be roughly equal measures depending on your skin type. Of course, if you have more oily skin, then I would use a bit more clay mask than the other two. And if you have drier skin, then I'd be using more creamy hydrating mask than the clay mask. So just adapt depending on your skin, but it's roughly equal measures into a bowl. And it helps if you've got a flat brush. You can get these from the NuSkin website. They're not expensive. It just helps to mix everything up and you apply it evenly across your face. And then let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and then wash it off. Let me know how you go. Let me know what the results are for you. The results that I experienced was, number one, my skin felt really clear, really smooth, extremely soft, and very hydrated. So it's a mask that is fantastic for winter time because it's so hydrating for the skin. I haven't done the 2-week challenge. I haven't used it every single day because, well, I'm quite lazy, and that's why I prefer to use things like the LumiSpa and Boost for a treatment. But this is a great budget option for someone who doesn't have a beauty device and maybe has a bit more time and is keen to use a mask much more regularly. Now, aside from that 2-week challenge that the Chinese team uses, I suggest doing it, a few times a week. That's generally when you're using a mask, 2 to 3 times a week is sufficient, unless you really want to go on the extreme and do that challenge. Let me know how you go, guys. I'm excited to hear the feedback and results from this one. It is a little bit quirky, a little bit weird, but it feels so good. So, my name is Kurt Provost, your guide to all things NuSkin. Hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on the notifications so you get notified next time I create an episode in this unconventional product combination mini-series. As always, if you want to get your hands on any of the products that you've seen in this episode, then send me a message and I'll create a unique packet just for you in whatever market you're in. And if you're watching this going, you know what, these products sound awesome, I would love to work with this company and I would love to work with you, Kurt. So just send me a message because I'd like to hear from you too. I'm expanding my business around the world and I'm looking for great people to work with to help get these products out there into the marketplace so people can finally get the results that they're looking for. That's it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Ciao.